Hey everyone! If you're enjoying the coverage of the Pro Play Tour Online series, just remember, you can play in one yourself. Every Thursday you can enter our free weekly 64-player tournament with invites to the entire Top Cut. Every Saturday is our weekend championship, where you can enter a YCS-type event with 100% payout and even a cash payout option. The more players, the bigger the prizes. Can't commit time to play in our one-day events? We also host multiple 8-man pods daily, ready to fire on demand on your own schedule. All these events award invites to our free invite-only Players Championship, May 9th through 10th, with prizes supplied by our sponsors. For more information, visit ppgeventmanagement.com and come play with the pros.
Hi, too. Welcome again to the PPG Pro Play Tour Online Series Weekend Championship number 6. We are in a game that it has not had a DC so far, so that's a strong first step to round 1. We have an Alistair player on the red side. Not sure what Dark Sandwich is playing on the blue side. I'm joined here, as always, with my good friend Dale from Zephyr War Gaming. Dale, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad. Always nice to start off with something a little bit different. I'm hoping and praying that this is some form of like pure Invoked or Invoked Met Knight, just a little bit different to get this one started. It doesn't look like he's opened up too broken. This is the downside of playing pure Invoked, is a Mechba set 1 pass is the standard play, unfortunately.
Mystic Mine? He might negate this by discarding a spell. Otherwise he'll be locked in.
I think this has to be like the easiest bait out, really.
Okay, it resolves. That's crazy. That's insane. Alright, so we got a Mystic Mine. Round 1 feature match.
We were going for fun. We were aiming for fun. We promise.
Yeah, we try to Cosmic Cyclone. Nice. That, and it was a call by the grave. We tried to space out the feature matches, although there's a lot of Adamancipator and Eldritch running around, especially on the top tables, given that's the weekend championship with the prize pool. We try to start off with some interesting feature matches before we transition into top table standard meta. And we got Mystic Mine against Macabre right now. Just public knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, I can only assume that the Invoke player has some form of main deck out to Mystic Mine and didn't feel that it was worth dropping the Macabre kind of negate. I really hope this doesn't come back to bite him in the backside.
Maybe. It's just that, I mean, if it looks like he had the spell... Oh, yeah, there we go. There's Cosmic Cyclone. Okay, solved. Because I was like, why don't you just discard the knowledge to negate the Mystic Mind? But no, he has it solved. That's pretty good. It's not a given that a player has a main deck out to Mystic Mind.
No.
Trap you.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of met with a Veiler and the Alistair. It's not too bad. It seems that Dark Sandwich was kind of expecting Mr. Mine to do the job. We still don't know what his back rows are. We can only imagine that they're going to be some form of extenuating disruption, not just like an impermanence or anything like that, because ideally, you know, you've dropped the Effect Veiler for that. Oh, when he has the Invo in hand. So
it seemed like Eldritch invoked. It just seems like invoked, you know? It seems just pretty normal so far. Especially given the spells that he's played. But we'll see more once his deck unfolds a bit more. But we got Purgatrio, the main monster zone, thanks to Master Rule 5.
I mean, could he...
2,700.
I mean, depending on what the back row are, has he got the play into game? What we said, like 27 on Purgatrio, could go up to 37 if you wanted to drop the Alistair. 25... No, not enough for game yet.
Okay, I mean, clearly he's the only one who's going anywhere right now.
Yeah, I think this is very interesting, though, that the fact that both these attacks have gone unmet can kind of give you a bit of a foresight on what the back row is sitting with for Dark Sandwich as well. I mean, we haven't seen the full extent of either deck, and this is looking very, very, like, 2018-ish right now.
This is quite bizarre. Trying to make sure that we get the life points right. Should be 2,700 on the Purgatrio. There we go. There it is. Each card your opponent controls. East Dark Sandwich at 1,800 life points.
I can't really see a lot more coming right now because if both those back rows still haven't been used. Oh, Sky Striker!
Assume we're in the main phase now.
I haven't seen Sky Striker.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's more up my alley. That's more up my alley. I've been researching Sky Striker a bit for this format, and I think that Mystic Mine is a kind of a good idea, especially against decks like Adam Emancipator. It's just not very good against Eldritch because Conquistador just invalidates it. So Makaba's negating Burner. That'll banish it, which is actually important against Sky Striker because they need spells engraved to get the extra effects.
Ooh.
Makaba after he pays cost. It's huge. A lot of that is a lot of investment by Dark Sandwich to kill this Makaba, but it will die. I'm not sure here.
This is
Mitigate, but we're just going anyway. Cool. Oh. Alright, cool.
I'm confused. Why
real quick. We're good.
Why are both monsters still on the field? Wouldn't one of them got destroyed through afterburners?
You mean both monsters? No. Makaba
No,
is
just
targeted
one
with
of
Afterburner. Okay, well, we have a problem.
Yeah.
One. You shouldn't.
It's moving along fast.
There are lots of problems with this. First of all, if he's negated with Widowmaker, he can't target with another Widowmaker. Its effects are already negated. We need to figure this out.
Yeah, I don't.
Makaba destroyed by
Yeah.
Burner. Even if it wasn't, you can't retarget it with another Widowmaker.
Yeah, because I mean that's what I thought the confusion was. I thought it was burner target, Makaba chain, discard to negate the burner, chain Widow Anchor to negate the Makaba. So then technically that gets destroyed on resolution, brings back the Widow Anchor, activates Widow Anchor again, gets the Purgatrio. That would be the correct kind of line out for this, from what I see.
Okay, we have to go back a bit. First of all, the first thing I said wasn't Makaba destroyed by Afterburner? And he's like, oh yeah, he was. I'm like, how do you forget that? You forget that's the whole reason why you played the Widow Anchor. Now there's another Widow Anchor. Oh.
No, it was the same Widow Anchor. It was brought back with Kagari, so then that Widow Anchor would technically
come back.
Yeah. Just take Purgatrio instead. I think you'd be doing the same play.
Yeah. Do you have 3 spells? He does. Yeah, we're good. Alright, now we're fine. That was weird. But that's an important ruling that did come up. If a monster's effect is already negated, you can't try to negate it again. So the fact that Makaba was negated by, even if it were by some miraculous, thing, survived, you couldn't re-negate it with Widow Anchor to try to take it. That's the same reason why you can't use Widow Anchor to take a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Sky Striker actually has some trouble against Blue Eyes because of that reason. You can't target Blue Eyes with Widow Anchor. Ever. To be at 23, Kagari is at, let's see how many spells. You got 6 spells. 1. We're gonna figure it out. Man, Sky Striker, that's my deck.
I mean, it's interesting to see. I haven't seen them under Master and 5. I haven't seen since Engage, so...
Zeke, is this new one? There she is, it's Zeke. Alright, Zeke is nice. On summon, she can banish a face-up monster on the field. Sometimes she chooses to banish herself. See? Oh, he's just going... Okay, yeah, that's right. It's just another name. But Zeke is nice. She can also send cards on your field to the grave to gain attack. But he's just going to get rid of Zeke to go right into Shizuku. It's a nice way to clear monsters that you take with Widow Anchor to go right. Make sure you end with a Sky Striker Link instead of like a Nightmare Phoenix. That was one problem with the deck before, is that if you took a monster and you wanted to link with it, you would end up with some non-Sky Striker link, and it would just be not as safe as having like a Shizuku on the end. And it's activating, we're during the end phase, trying to special summon the Makaba. That he can do that. Makaba was fusion summoned.
Just like that, the tables have been completely flipped.
Now all Sky Striker spells are turned off. He has Makaba in the main monster zone, but he has Makaba, and that's a strong guard.
We know that he's got an Alistair in hand. Can only imagine, or you assume that Dark Sandwich has a monster in hand to use Makaba's effect to get rid of that Alistair.
Yeah, if it was a spell, it's hard to say. You would have said it if it was a spell. Depends. The Sky Striker decks are different from one another. It's really underdeveloped this format too, because I don't see a lot of people playing it.
Yeah, I think losing the Engage was a massive check. I mean, it lost all of their consistency, all of the draw power. It was rightfully lost, in my opinion.
That card is insane. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have Invocation. This card cannot be negated because of Meltdown. And good. So it's going to resolve. Alistair and Time Maiden. Interesting.
But Time Lord Invoked.
Time Lord Invoked, indeed. Can summon. What is it? Zaphion? That's the one that shuffles all the spells and traps your opponent controls into the deck?
Correct. And then you've got one that I think half your opponent's life points, deals 2,000 life point damage. Crazy.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would have gone with the Makaba here because he's not got anything in hand. I mean, to retrieve.
How does he play? Only two. I only see two. And I was like, is that the third one? Crazy.
I can only imagine that he doesn't have another Purga Trio. To me, Purga Trio would have been better.
I mean, how many Time Lord Invoked deck lists have you seen in your life?
Yeah, fair point. Now this is interesting because I think Makaba's actually losing 700, so this would be a crash.
If...
And also a crash, sorry, a 300 damage.
Yeah, because he only had 7 spells in his grave. Yeah, 7
Correct.
spells in his grave. So Makaba wins, and then Ray is summoned on the destruction of Shizuku. I'm just going to activate Ray's effect and summon a Shizuku and get another search. Why he attacked or Kagari, that's fine too. Attack that Shizuku, then. That was just a free ad. I think our Sky Striker friend is going to take it right here. Make Zeke and then just take Makaba, and that's game.
Yeah, I think it was a strange direction of play because he Saab basically just emptied out his entire hand to get a Makaba on board, so the Makaba isn't even a negation threat.
It's Kana. Chat effect on him. I don't know what that means. If he used it on the Makaba that's on Sabir's field, that would take away his win condition.
I mean, fair enough. I think all you need to do is you can crash the Makabas, activate either Shark Cannon or the Widow Anchor in hand, bring back...
the monster who somehow Shark Cannon can't attack.
Can't attack.
This is a very simple play. You make either Zeke or Nightmare Phoenix, you take the Makaba, you attack for a game. This is not... He has a Widow Anchor in hand.
Yeah, you just got to get rid of Makaba first.
Stop being... So, if he used Kana on Makaba, then that play is not doable. to backseat duel in something like this, but I've activated Engage quite a few times in my life. Here's Ash Blossom. You're gonna see a Halka Fibrax. So he's styling on him. Points.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that the Invoke player can do, so...
X.
Ooh.
With infinite attack. Alright, now that's game.
Stop
works
it, he's
too.
already dead.
Stop it, he's already dead. I mean, it's just... I would just go Nightmare Phoenix or Zeke. Take... Kill. But... I'm pretty sure that Makaba was targeted with Kana based on what I saw in chat, but it doesn't matter because Zero Boris by himself has game because he's infinite attack with all the banished cards. Whoever takes it, game one. It is not invoked Sky Striker. It is just regular Sky Striker with mine, but I'd still define that as just Sky Striker versus Time Lord Invoked.
Still looking to earn your invite for the free Players Championship on May 9th and 10th? Visit ppgeventmanagement.com to learn about the different qualifiers available. From one-day events to play-on-your-own-schedule events, all events offer a buyback or cash option along with a 100% credit option redeemable towards any future pre-order at competitive prices. Grinding and getting paid to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been easier. Play with the most professional worldwide tournament series today and join the online community. Come join us on Discord for assistance, info, and even discussions about future events.
Just go ahead. I guess I'll start off a bit of talking my own thoughts about Sky Striker. So Engage is banned. Tragic. That's unfortunate. There is a bit of theory that Pot of Avarice gives back the draw power that Sky Striker lost when Engage was banned. It's just a tough juxtaposition because Pot of Avarice only works when you're winning. If you're summoning Array and then you summon like, I don't know, all the links, and then you have a hand trap in there, and then that makes Avarice live, and you put everyone back except Ray, you draw 2. That is getting back the draw power that you would have had with Engage. But at the same time, in that same theory, if you're in that position, Desires would be equally as advantageous and would work in situations where you're worse off, where you don't have a starting position. And you're kind of in a fine position anyway, so the Pot of Avarice is kind of overkill. So,
yeah,
tough.
I mean, kind of understandable.
Tough, man. But we're making it work. We're up a game with Sky Striker. Power.
Yeah, it looks like Invoked are just gonna. Possibly looks like it's going to end up the same way. I would like to think he's got some side cards in there. I don't know if he would have been expecting Sky Strikers, so I don't know kind of exactly what you would have already pre-prepared to go against Sky Strikers, especially when you're choosing to go first.
I think Spell Trap removal is good. Cosmic Cyclones, he had those in his deck game 1. I would keep those in. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, without a doubt. I don't really like a standard side out. What, Evenly's Lightning Storms maybe? They're not going to be of any use to you going
first. Yeah, Meltdown's going to be up the whole game. It's never going to leave. So Lightning Storm's not going to be able to be played. And Evenly going first is for the same reason. I think just the Cyclone. Although he chose to go first, maybe I would choose to go second against Sky Striker. They don't do a whole lot going first now. Kind of a deck that, especially kind of recently when Engage was at 3, it would Mystic Mine you and then Utopia W. I mean, that's kind of my first thought when I saw the Mystic Mine. Gonna get Afterburnered again, so this is probably gonna get negated.
Yeah, I think now would be that, like, you kind of need to keep your Macabre on board. Even if they've got a Widow Anchor, they still need one more spell in the graveyard to steal it. Even if they put it into the graveyard, there's always Shark Cannon that's going to steal it as well. So, you know, even if they do,
I believe in Sky Striker. Like Afterburner and Jamming Waves, they're broken cards. They're plus ones. They're insane. You can still do this. And Dark Sandwich is going to bring us there. Alright, Hayate. Attack directly. Unopposed. Gonna get a free send.
Yeah, I think the best thing
Summon
about
all
this.
his energy.
I think the best thing about this is he's not gonna
He's gonna reach deep into his binder to find engage another Afterburner. Plays a bunch of them. That makes sense why he opened it twice. I mean, the card's insane. +1. Also, so good how it destroys a spell and trap without targeting. So if your opponent has a bunch of back row, what is? Oh yeah, I think he's activating the Afterburner targeting the Makaba to kill it again.
Yeah.
If you Afterburner target a guy and then they have a bunch of back row, they'll be kind of scared in terms of which back row you're going to pick, and so they might preemptively use back row, and then you just pick a different back row, so you can like deal with a lot of early responses that way. I love Afterburner. It's so good.
Yeah, I think this is a big point in what you said, like maybe not letting strikers go second again, because Afterburners would have pretty much been dead. He wouldn't have been able to use those at all.
Yeah. Natural momentum of the deck is going second. So I would make Striker go first. Thing though is that like one of the really high tier Sky Striker players, Brian Chen, he like was posting around a going first Sky Striker deck, and I'm like, man, it's so tough. I mean, that's why Sky Striker's not doing well, because it's like it seems like going first is correct, but yet all the best Sky Striker cards, though especially the ones that are at multiples, they want you to go second, like Burner and Jamming. And even Widowmaker to an extent. Widowmaker's not that great as a going first disruption. Like, watch, you just get Lightning Stormed, but he can't because he has Meltdown. But ignoring the Meltdown, like a Lightning Storm here would just end you. Why would you let yourself do that? Just go second.
Ooh, he's a lich.
Okay, this changes things. Gonna pay 8, and then get Cosmic Cycloned. Good pick. Good pick with Cosmic Cyclone. He's got 2, Upstart and Cyclone. Sacked him by drawing that Upstart.
Ooh, I think that's the anchor. No, it was the Afterburner.
Did he know where it was? I'm not sure.
Because I thought he activated the anchor in the end phase, targeting Suzuku, to then reset it off of multi-roll.
I guess he did know. Interesting.
I mean, this could easily be met with the anchor. Oh, or a Baylor.
Valord. That's huge. Darkstar was having a lot of good responses here. He still has Anchor. Valord a key card. He Cycloned a key card. Spear gonna get out of here.
I mean, unless he's opened up another part of the L Lich
Assets.
combos.
Well, he won't die in a turn unless Utopia Double is a card in Dark Sandwich's deck. Also kind of hard to summon. Net with Engage Band. Alright, so just gonna go ahead and kill Alistair, descend, get that third spell engrave.
Yeah, that makes the anchor even more dangerous now. The negate was bad enough that he can now negate, maybe even steal the Alistair, and then that's where you can
anchor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way, when you use the first anchor as a negation, then the second one becomes a negate and take.
No, because the anchor he's currently got set. He would have to make sure that the anchor he activates isn't the one that was set off of multi-roll, because obviously he would get
He
that.
has to play the one he had off Kagari first.
Yeah.
In order for that to work. I'd be so afraid playing Sky Striker going first. I just get Lightning Storm and I just get so sad every time.
Chose to banish the Alistair. Interesting. Reset for multi-roll. I think this is Dark Sandwich's game. He's got, anything the Invoked player wants to play will be met with the first Widow Anchor to negate. The second one could steal it, and then he's got the Shark Cannon ready to go to steal the Macabre back from Graveyard, which then gives him another negate.
Man, as I always say, if you want to know who's winning in YuGiOh, count cards. Look how many cards Dark Sandwich has compared to Sabir. It's unbelievable. Shark Cannon on... Why did you discard the Lord when he knew you had Shark Cannon?
Yeah.
Summon it. Yeah, don't summon it. Yeah, okay. You can, actually.
No. Banishing the Lord, I mean...
He only had 2 spells in grave.
Yeah, so he did that just to get rid of the Suzuku. I kind of feel that he's not got anything else left in hand, but...
That is one thing about Skystriker that makes it make Skystriker want to go first is the fact that it has access to cards like Shark Cannon, and that's good against the Golden Lord. But I still don't know if that's good justification, because the Golden Lord is honestly summoned more often than not off Scarlet Sanguine. Cannon does nothing against that. Here's Rhoda, and he's going to walk away with this.
Third. Yeah, that'll put the third into the grave now, ready for him to go. Oh, we are 52.
Can Shark Cannon back the Macabre and make a Link play? Try to summon Zero Boros again, if that's his favorite card.
I don't think he has a Shark Cannon.
I believe he just added one off of.
Okay. But he wrote it array. I mean, Shark Cannon would definitely be the route to go. I mean, both the Widow Anchors right now in this turn are redundant. No point in those. But you need to turn the Suzuku into the Kagari just to try and get a bit more damage on board, and then Shark Cannon and try and flood everything in your...
No rush. No rush. I mean, you're already at advantage. Just attack, pass, and just keep having Kagari and Shizuku give you +2 every turn. There's no rush here. Should Hayate and get Hercules base. Hopefully he plays that, because this is his last Shizuku, and there's only one Kagari left, so he's going to need to put them back in order to make that work. But he's thinking, he's calculating. Might have game. See. Yeah, so I think he's going to Hayate, send Hercules base, add it back with the last Kagari, and then roll send the Hercules base to put back some Shizuku's and Kagaris and keep the game going. But there's no rush, man. You're already up ahead with this much advantage, and you have the double Widow Anchor. He's not going to come back.
Unless that one card, unless he's been playing incredibly smart.
Ray? Oh, you already had a Ray.
Out of anchors? Not anchors, sorry.
No, you send base. If you don't send base, you just send something else, like Area Zero. You can add it back with last and ends on Hayate. Backseat duelist when I'm watching Striker.
Yeah, I mean, this is certainly interesting to kind of watch, just to see. I never played Striker. I specifically tried to avoid it. It wasn't my play style.
He already had a Ray engraved. Okay, this makes sense, I guess.
Just top deck the Invocation.
Send an Area Zero. It's another 100. No, it's not 100 attack for Kagari. Isn't that good? Okay, don't summon Elysium, please.
He's gonna summon Elysium.
Don't summon Elysium.
He hasn't got anything else. Yeah.
All right, I have to mess with them. That can't work.
It can't be done.
Thank you. They're talking about it in chat. Players do this. This happens at every regional I judge.
Yeah.
You can, for Elysium, you have to use extra deck monsters that are on the summon. Extra deck monsters that are on the field in order to summon him.
Yeah, otherwise that would have been next level broken of a card to get. Elysium would have just been abused in every deck of Invoked.
It's all the time.
Yeah, I think they're going to fix this. I think when Invocation came down, it was bemusing, because unless he had an Alistair in hand, I still would have normal summoned it to try and bait out an anchor, but...
Alright, we're resetting. We're figuring it out. I agree, man. I love this deck. Although, I still don't know why he didn't just send. I don't know why he just sent Ray. I don't know. It bothers me if I think about it too much. I have my binder right next to me while I'm commentating. It has all the old strikers. Oh boy, that's my deck. Guess they're gonna let him just take back the Invocation. Not just summon something different, but
I don't know if
can
he's
he have some? Yeah, Alistair. He should have Alistair.
No, he hasn't got an Alistair. It's that Alistair's banished. I don't think he's got a play to make. No.
How did that happen? So it got banished.
The Macabre?
Then
He must have spun it back.
how would Alistair get banished and then Invocation? Alright, well, this doesn't matter. We got game here.
I'm pretty sure it's double cannon, but yeah.
Here's Rose. Here's the new one. She's gonna put in the lethal hit. Alright. That was interesting.
Hey